Hello fellow money fans, and welcome back to another potentially miserable episode of Hearts of Iron 4 Formables A to Z, the series where I form every formable in the game from A to Z. And today we will be forming the East India Company, the funny nation from Victoria 3 that we can reform and for some reason once again doesn't have a fucking entry on the wiki page. This is pretty much like a constant every week, I don't know why I'm so surprised. And even though the entry doesn't exist, I'm assuming you know the East India Company, it's probably in India, right? Probably makes sense. Now I did play India recently, and the Great Famine that killed like half of our population is still fresh in my mind. So we're gonna try to avoid that this time. Other than that, India starts with like alright stats. I mean, all of our national spirits are absolute dog shit, but like, you know, it's HOI4. Everyone has dog shit national spirits at the start. Oh, it feels good to go back to 2 research slots. Oh, that's a classic. And yeah, I'm assuming we do have to get to eating Corporation of the East India Company because, you know, I can read. So we are going to start with Great Depression price controls, which already reduces us to minus 55% consumer goods factories factor. Gives us 15% more stability, 15% more factory output, more dockyard output as well. Our stability might suffer a bit, but you know, it is India HOI4, so it does make sense. And now that we have done Great Depression price controls, our economy is somehow actually kind of good now, and we will now go to look to the future. We need to make this entire country a company. The famine is still quite terrifying though. Hopefully the entire population of India doesn't starve again. And now we have the question of Aden. Wait, what do they give us if we give him Aden again? Aden is right here, and I don't really care for it. I mean, we get 1 free civilian factory, so honestly, why not? Like, what are we gonna use Aden for? Like, what are we gonna do there? Now we have widespread protests in Madras states. Huh. I guess we'll just disperse them. I don't really care. Hopefully the fact that our country will become a big company soon will stop them from protesting. You know, that's like reasonable, I think. And now we will do seek initial funding, which makes it so that the British invest in our country and we get 3 civilian factories when we complete the incorporation of the East India Company. We are playing the long game, but it'll all be worth it when we see the stocks go up, baby. And now that we've done seek initial funding, we cannot lobby parliament yet because our stability is too high. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? I guess while waiting for our country to become more and more unstable, we will now do ammunition factory Katki and get 1 military factory. Damn it, our country's too stable. Fuck. Oh wait, it went all the way down to 30. Oh boy, that is dropping fast. Okay, hold on. I think we're gonna have to improve our relations with the UK real quick for next focus here. Now that we've done ammunition factory Katki, we're gonna wait for this number to become 71 so that we can do our next focus, which is of course to lobby parliament. And yeah, we're basically gonna ask the British to privatize us as a company, you know. I'm sure they'll be glad to accept. It's not like we're trying to overthrow them or anything, nah. And now that we have lobbied parliament, we will now do incorporation of the East India Company. And this will remove the risk of famine completely, which is amazing. Give us 3 civilian factories and remove our weekly stability debuffs. However, it is going to give us less construction speed and less research speed as well. And also the British Raj becomes free and the Raj will be split between East India Company and the remnants of India, which I think we did witness in the last video when I was playing the Confederated Finno-Russian Republics. Alright, and now we have become the East India Company here. Now, funnily enough, this is probably one of the formables that makes you like weaker, obviously, but I'm assuming we're gonna be able to buy back parts of the Raj here. And now in the decisions menu, we have this, what in God's name is this? And why is this icon fisting China, or sorry, punching China? Why is that there? Amount of taxable civilian factories. You need like an advanced economics degree to understand this. Well, you probably don't, just I don't want to read. And now to appoint a CEO, we are going to have to pay dividends to investors, which are part of the decisions here. And essentially how this works is that we can either pay a small amount of dividends, which is 1 civilian factory in exchange for production buffs, or we can pay a normal amount of dividends, which removes 2 civilian factories for even better buffs. Shameless shill time. Oh, we hit 60k, so I can't use the usual subscriber shilling message, but please subscribe. At 70k, I'll do something funny. I don't know what yet though. Okay, just subscribe, please. I don't really have that many civilian factories to give out, so I guess we'll just pay a small amount of dividends to investors here. And now we will do appoint a C-suite, or suit, or I don't know. And now we have a national spirit called taxes. I don't like this. We're gonna have to do something about that. Is there a decision to get rid of taxes? Put an end to taxes for good. Controls the greater London area. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill the British. I don't want to pay taxes no more. Alright, appoint a CEO. Let's see. I guess we'll get the government connection CEO. It gives us more political power gain, gives us more party popularity stability modifier, and more daily support for our alliance. So it's basically gonna fix our stability, which is currently at 3%. Why does no one like this country? They just live in a big company. That sounds amazing. Alright, next we're gonna do company bonuses and get 3 civilian factories, which is straight up really good. Where is the focus to buy like other provinces? There, I found. Okay, hostile takeover unlocks decisions to buy states for civilian factories. Okay, so I was right. Civilian factories are gonna allow us to buy states from the British Raj and probably other places. So that's very helpful for us. That's probably gonna be the only way for us to expand very fast. And so we're gonna need a bunch of civilian factories, like a lot. And since we are still in the Allies, our army is still there. I guess we just inherited the British Raj army, so I guess we'll just move that into our territory. It's our army. And now that we have company bonuses and have 3 more civilian factories, we will now do taking over administrative rights. rights, which gives us less costs for advisors and theorists and such. And now that we've taken over administrative rights from the British, we'll now do privatized tutelage, which gives us 1 research slot and 1 level in nuclear research. Now, I would also privatize healthcare to make the people more miserable. That comes next. Now that we've done privatized tutelage, we'll now do hostile takeover. We need to start buying out the rest of India as soon as possible to get even more civilian factories to buy even more things. Now that we've done hostile takeover, we're gonna have to start buying stuff. Now, let's look at what states in India actually have things and people in them. We do have the central provinces of India as a core state, so that would probably help us the most. We do not have cores on Hyderabad. Maybe Sindh would be a good state to buy out, actually. Let's buy Sindh from the British Raj, and they accept. Thank God. All right. I can buy so many like random ass islands. I can buy Bornholm from Denmark. So I guess it's every state you border or like random ass island states from other countries. Interesting. And also, I guess I can just keep buying out other places here. Next, we're gonna buy out the central provinces here, and I guess we'll just keep on going. The United Provinces as well is probably a good idea. And I forgot to do the next focus. Now that we've done hostile takeover, we'll now do vertical integration, which gives us 1 more civilian factory to work with. Next, we're going to do special economic zones to get more construction speed, more factory output, more dockyard output. It gives us more intelligence to others, but I don't care. We need to get more and more civilian factories here. And now that we've done these special economic zones, we'll now expand tax loopholes because I abhor paying taxes. Hopefully the IRS isn't watching this. I don't even live in the jurisdiction of the IRS and I'm scared of them. And since Delhi has, I think, yeah, they have like a few civilian factories. I think I should also just buy them out. And also, we're gonna have to remove upset Congress leaders because they're giving us terrible debuffs. So next we are going to do form a security force, which we'll totally not use to, you know, suppress the Congress leaders. Oh no, not at all, no. And now that we've done form a security force, we're gonna start busting up the unions, get 3 more civilian factories. And I also bought Orissa here, and also West Bengal as well because it has a civilian factory in it. And now we're this like freaky bordered country, but we're gonna be strong in a few years, don't worry. And now that we have done union busting, we're now gonna arrest the Congress leaders. They're getting in the way of our profits. They need to die. All right, now that we've gotten rid of those pesky Congress leaders, we will now do princely autonomy, which makes it so that when we release a princely state, they give us a lot of their industry and they don't rebel as much, hopefully. And they will apparently also prioritize industrial focuses over other focuses, allowing them to be good industrial boosts when we annex them once again. Let's also buy Northern Madras here because it has more civilian factories than we paid for it. And East Bengal also has more civilian factories than it costs, so we're just gonna buy this as well. Same for Assam, it has 1 civilian factory, we're gonna buy that out. And now that we have done princely autonomy, we're gonna start annexing the rest of Rajasthan and we're gonna release them as puppets so that we can annex them later. You know, it's like a little funny long-term investment. Alright, so now we have annexed most of India and I've released some of these princely states. Alright, next we're gonna try to get rid of agrarian society because it is kind of annoying if you don't know. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. So yeah, we're gonna do local recruitment offices, which will slowly but surely reduce the penalty of agrarian society. And now that we've done local recruitment offices, we'll now do legacy of military service here. And also I think there's a Soviet civil war, but wow, who's really surprised? And also if you're wondering what's going on in Europe, it's fascist France, Austrian civil war, German Reich, and also Polish civil war here. Now there's a big faction called the Asian Pact. Wait, hold on now. The Asian Pact is it led by Tanatuva? Tanatuva is the leader of a faction with the Soviet Union in it. What the hell? Look how far Tanatuva has come. Alright, now that we've done legacy of military service, we'll now do military pensions, which will give us more military factory construction speed, but more importantly, weekly war support, which we need to do regimental loyalty. And also no one in the country likes war enough right now. Now we're also going to do funnel investments into the princely states, which gives every one of our subjects 1 civilian factory and 3 building slots, which will make them even juicier when we annex them once again. And Czechoslovakia just got fate of Czechoslovakia, so they're dead. And yeah, things are proceeding smoothly for Germany. They're probably going to be able to kill a very divided Poland here. United Kingdom is surprisingly staying democratic. Like, holy shit, they're blue. Why are you blue? And next we're going to do Bombay, Baroda, and Central Indian Railway because I do want the 24 steel in the next focus. Alright, next we're going to do Tata Steel again, 24 steel. Because something gun needs steel, something. You know how it is. Alright, the League of Nations has ended, and I think the British are at war with... you know, I thought they were actually gonna, you know, declare war on Germany. You know, Germany has gone too far. You know, they're like annexing a lot of countries in Europe. They're being very mean to everybody. No, they're fighting the Netherlands, who are like super democratic and have probably done nothing wrong. And they also brought Denmark into the conflict with them. And now that we've done Tata Steel, I guess now we will do Headhunt Army Personnel, which replaces our empowered police force with a private military complex. Also, I don't know why I can't buy Southern Madras from the British Raj, but I really want it because it has rubber there. I guess the British Raj got tired of me buying out their entire land. Now that we've done Headhunt Army Personnel, we will now do Regimental Loyalty, which will improve our agrarian society even more. We do have a lot of factories, and we're probably going to be in another tax bracket in the next fiscal year, and we probably should prepare for that. So we are now going to do Phantom Armies here, which raises the factory requirement for a tax bracket. Vic 3 ass formable. Now that we've done Phantom Armies, we will now do Debt Manipulation, which once again raises the factory requirement for tax brackets. I'm not going to be paying taxes. Never. God damn it, even with all that tax manipulation, we're still in the 4th tax bracket. That might not be good. I do not want to pay taxes. Oh, actually, no, wait, I could just do money laundering. Because I can funnel my industry into Hyderabad, right? It removes a civilian factory from me, but it gives them a civilian factory, and I'll get them anyway later when I annex them, and I can just manipulate this a bit. All right, now that we've done, I forgot which one we did last. We're gonna do a private military, just completely mask off at this point. All right, the Treaty of Amsterdam, and holy shit, that's a lot of people implicated in this war. What happened? Why is the Dutch East Indies American now? And yeah, something tells me Poland accepted the ultimatum because now Germany has this. Man, that looks horrendous. Let's also just buy Goa from Portugal. Never mind, they don't want to part with... It's Goa, my guy. All right, well, that's unfortunate. This stupid country fucking lost Brazil, fucking dead empire. And the United States has declared war on the Nation Française, which I'm pretty sure the United States isn't the allies. So now France is at war with the United Kingdom, and France is kind of fucked because they're just in the Latin Entente and not the Axis. I think they're done. The only people helping them in this war are French Lebanon and French Syria. Good luck, big forehead, man. All right, now that we've done a private military, which I kind of discounted what it does. It gives us 12 units and also gives our generals cracked starting stats. What the hell? Next, we're going to do restrictive administration budget, which gives us more political power gain and less consumer goods. And yeah, now we have a bunch of these irregular units, but we have a lot of them, so that's good, I think, maybe. Actually, we're still in this tax bracket. Oh, it's because it's taxable income Wait, I don't get it. So is it because we don't have a lot of factories ourselves, but a lot of our puppets have factories? I'm not too sure, actually. Now we're also going to do institutional money laundering so that we can funnel our industry to the East India Company. And now we have done institutional money laundering. We cannot do death knell on the Raj because they still control more than 5 states, I believe. So we're going to start buying out a bit of their country again. And there you go. Now we can do death knell on the Raj, in which we annex the British Raj and we get rid of marginalized Muslim community. We are a very inclusive company. We don't care about your religious beliefs as long as we can ring you for labor and money. All right, the death knell on the Raj. There we go. Now we own the subcontinent. All right, next we're going to do industrialized society, which you guessed it, improves our agrarian society even more. I'm starting to buy out British Burma here. I think Burma looks better when it's blue, to be honest. And next we're gonna do corporate domination, which gives us 3 more civilian factories to buy out the rest of British Burma. Oh yeah, and I didn't really notice anything going on in the outside world, but Soviet Union's gone. Yeah, it's kind of all the German Reich now. Yeah, the Allies don't really care about the German Reich. Said they're bullying France. That's where their priorities lie at the moment. And the Treaty of Paris, now France is gray and democratic. Very sad. And the British stole their colonies. Of course they did. All right, now that we've done corporate domination, we're gonna keep buying out Burma here. God, every province in British Burma is like 3 civilian factories. That's so much. Right, well, anyway, next we're gonna do lobby for increased policing responsibilities, which gives our army all sorts of buffs and militia attack. I really think I'm gonna use militias. And there is a peace treaty, and now, I mean, the German Reich beat the Soviet Union, but then again, they were in a civil war, so they didn't get anything from the Soviet Union. The SSSR still lives, and China is still in the Axis and everything. What happened from this war? That was like such a nothing burger war. And next we're gonna do corporate expansion. Get 1 military factory and 1 civilian factory. And now in the most unbelievable news of all time, Japanese shogunate has joined the Axis. Incredible. Whoever saw that development coming? I didn't. And now done corporate expansion. We're gonna legalize the opium trade again. That's gonna piss off one of our neighbors very much. I'm not gonna say who. I don't get it. If you get addicted to drugs, just don't be addicted anymore. Lol, you know? Did they think about that? It's like if you're homeless, just buy a house. I don't get what's so complicated. And German Reich has declared war on the Soviet Socialist Republics. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They were like pseudo-allies in the last war. What happened? And the United Kingdom has also declared war on the German Reich. And now the German Reich is in a World War II position, except they also have all of China on their side. We might take advantage of this. It's 1940 and I have not done anything because I've been just too addicted with buying places. I'm gonna start fighting people now. All right, now that we have legalized the opium trade, we will now do the 3rd opium war. We will demand that they embrace the opium trade. A worldwide opium market will appear. Some generals might like this a bit too much. We'll see about that. And just in case, this might give us a war goal on them. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna put our troops on the Chinese border. And now we've done the 3rd opium war. Let's see if they accept. China agrees. There we go. All right. See, I knew China couldn't let go of the opium. And now we also own Qingdao here. They did not learn from the century of humiliation. And now we're gonna do rifle factory Ishapur and get 1 more military factory. And Germany is pushing into the Soviet Union, but they are struggling to take out Denmark. And next we're gonna do just good business, which gives us annex war goals on the Dutch East Indies and the Kingdom of Siam and 2 dockyards. The Kingdom of Siam will probably be our next target. All right, time to invade the Kingdom of Siam. They didn't really do anything. It's just that we need their resources for our company to grow. And now we're going to do rebranding, which gives us decisions to core Indian, Pakistani, and Bangladeshi states. So we're finally going to be able to re-annex all of our puppets here. Okay, I'm kind of running out of supply. That's not good. Oh, it's because railway. That's fair, actually. Lack of railway really does affect supply. This is kind of facts. We built a port there, so our supply is not like absolute dog shit now. We're about to take Bangkok. And after this, I think we're probably going to have to go down here. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what other cities Thailand has, really. Next, we're going to do Indianize the army here. Yeah, we're going to have to go to Hat Yai, I guess. All right, sure. Hopefully, we can just get away with taking Nakhon Ratchasima so that I don't have to go all the way to Hat Yai, which has probably even less supply than this place. Thank God. Thank you. Next, we're going to do Indian Air Force. Germany also declared war on Poland, which is probably not that wise of a move because Poland joined the Allies and they can probably just cut them off here. And then their Soviet invasion's kind of doomed. You know, it would be so funny if I could actually buy Shandong from China. Will they accept? Holy shit, it's Shandong. Why would you accept that? I mean, I'm grateful because that's a really good province, but can I just actually just buy out the rest of China? That would be so funny. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Why are they so willing to part with their country? How far can we go? How far can we go? Okay, there we go. I think finally they've reached their limit. And now I guess we're gonna conquer China here. We don't really need a middleman for our opium. We'll just sell it all ourselves. Now that we've done Indian Air Force, we'll actually now do manipulate army statistics here. I eventually want to get to mass production, which gives us minus 10% production cost for a lot of good stuff. Of course, you know, reliability takes a hit, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Sure, your gun might stop working after like a couple of shots, but hey, man, those are cheap ass guns. All right, now let's join the war on the Axis here, just for gits and shiggles. China will regret having sold me these acres of land. And encirclement here, I guess, of 3 divisions. Our divisions are absolute dog shit because I've just been focusing on purchasing things. That's my bad. I probably should have been focusing on other things as well, like building a good army. All right, and we've taken Nanjing. That's pretty good for business, I think. Now that we've done manipulate army statistics, we will now do open up to new markets, which gives us war goals on Bhutan, Nepal, Iran, and Tibet. But those aren't really worth fighting because they're just mountains and 2 encirclements here. It's sad that we have to be doing this to business partners, but you know, more profits are more important. And Germany is about to die over here, so that's reassuring, I suppose. And next we're going to do acquire new resources, in which you get 12 oil and 19 steel. We're catching Wuhan as well. We're slowly just like encircling their divisions and killing them because we have no weapons. I don't know what our soldiers be holding. Like, what is this deficit? Okay, now we're in the 1% tax bracket. We cannot have that. We have to buy things from people. Assistant from Iran. Oh, thank you. Damn it, we're still in the 1% bracket. We have to buy Afghanistan. This province has a lot of steel. Please give it to me. Thank you. And we've captured Beijing as well. If this was the EU4, they'd start losing mandates, but it's not EU4. This is Vic 3 we're playing right now. Knowing Paradox, though, during the next like East Asia update, they're probably gonna add like a monarchist path for China where they're gonna have a mandate mechanic just to make China playing miserable. Paradox, please don't do China like that, please. Whatever you do. I beg they don't do this, but it would be kind of funny. We have way too many taxable civilian factories. You will never tax me, British Empire. I will never let you fucking tax me. I already pay my taxes in real life. I don't want to pay taxes in the video game. You know me. I pay my taxes. That's something I do in real life, you know. Haha. I pay taxes to sustain institutions in my country. All right, and now we are going to do, should I do productivity mandate or night shifts? Both are kind of funny. I think night shifts is clearly better. It just gives us 5% more consumer goods, but who really cares? And now that we've done night shifts, we can finally do mass production, which, like I said earlier, gives us really good production cost debuffs, and they keep getting encircled, and we keep farming war score. And this, folks, is how you get a unfair peace deal in your favor, even though you kind of barely didn't do anything. And now that we have finished mass production, we're now going to Mineral Exploitation Institute and get 1 more research slot and 3 more stability for some reason. You know, exploiting minerals, that really gives faith in the government, doesn't it? Okay, let's try to buy this very valuable province from Iran again, Fars. Let's see if they accept. They accepted this time. Speaking of mineral exploitation, Fars is pretty good for that. And another let encirclement, let more deaths, let more war score for us, let usual. All right, now that we've done Minerals Exploitation Institute, we will now do attract scientists. We'll get 1 more research slot. Now, this doesn't inspire as much confidence in our government as the last one. Doesn't give us more stability. It's very sad. The people really like the mineral exploitation, but I guess not the scientist attracting. All right, and Berlin has finally fallen. Let's see how that's going. Ooh, yeah, that's it for Germany. And now there's a Barbarossa into German Russia, in which the capital is Moscow. I don't even think the Soviet Union has capitulated. They're in tatters, definitely, but they're not dead. All right, we're gonna try to connect these 2 fronts now, and they're gonna be so boned. They are actually so boned. Yeah, getting encircled every 2 seconds isn't very healthy for you, I imagine. I tried to do a little funny encirclement there, but I kind of ran out of supply. That's a bit unfortunate. It would have been a pretty funny play. I guess we're gonna do a few smaller encirclements instead. And China has capitulated, and the fall of Tokyo. Yeah, the axis is falling apart here. Ugh, now a bunch of people that I didn't invite came here. Let me finish China alone, man. The war score belongs to me, god damn it. Oh, I have way too many taxable civilian factories. Oh, we can't have that. So I'm just gonna buy a bunch of Iran here, and Afghanistan too, maybe. And Manchukuo has also capitulated. Are we in the taxable? Oh yeah, we are going to get taxed. We have to buy places. Gilan, Kurdistan, sure. Ilan, Mosul, East Azerbaijan, West Azerbaijan, Al-Basra maybe as well. Al-Anbar, Armenia. Okay, there we go. The war has ended. We have 20% war score. I think is the biggest part of the war score that anyone has. For some reason, the Soviet Union is also implicated in this peace deal. What? Did the Allies also declare war on them? But even if that was the case, why are they in the same peace deal? Okay, well, I'm kind of confused, but whatever. All right, peace deal's over. The Treaty of Berlin. I took all of China and Korea. I took Guatemala here for, you know, our future war against the Allies. I took this part of Indonesia here. And yeah, the Russian Federation was released as a democratic state, and Italy puppeted like half of Europe. Oh, now I have too many taxable factories. I'm gonna have to buy some things. I guess we can purchase Georgia. I guess we can try to purchase Tibet. Okay. Tibet accepts. I have too many taxable factories. Let's try to buy the Caucasus. Let's buy Hong Kong, maybe. Okay, good. Ooh, Buryatia is a good state. Come on, thank you. Same for Irkutsk. Please accept. Thank you. Oh, and the UK kicked us from their faction. What the fuck? That's fucked up. I don't know what we did to deserve that. Took a bit of land. That's it. Well, like, come on now. We didn't really do anything wrong, I don't think. I don't know why they're getting so mad at us. Whoa, the German Republic that the Allies released joined the Allies? That's unheard of. Oh, actually, Germany declared war on the Commonwealth of Socialist Republics. I have a devious plan to get back into the Allies. Where's the German Reich? German Reich is there. Okay, I say we justify war on them, and then we join the Allies that way once again. German Reich already died. Ah, they died before I could declare war on them. Wait, they're at war with Sweden right now, the Allies. Okay, wait, what if I justify war on Sweden? Ah, it's gonna take 125 days. They're gonna die before. I swear to God, if the Allies declare war on me, it's genuinely over. I cannot fight them. I will have to make a much bigger army than this right now, which I probably can because India does have like unlimited people. I like how Sweden just died to the Allies and Denmark declared war on them day one, and they're in the Allies. They're about to die to the Allies 2 times in a row, and I don't think they did anything wrong. They just exist. All right, so Sweden died, and once again, day one, Denmark declares war on Sweden. 3rd time in a row, by the way. How does Denmark have this perpetual war goal on Sweden? They keep getting dismantled. They have 0 division. This is insane levels of hating. Okay, Sweden has once again capitulated. Are we gonna go for a 4th war? No, never mind. They got all annexed by Poland. Fair enough. Oh, and did I mention you can core basically any state as this foreign bull as long as you have more than 60 compliance. So you know, like all 40 million people that live in Shandong? Yeah, we can core them. It's just gonna take 240 goddamn days. All right, we've cored Shandong state now, and yeah, it didn't make that much of a difference because I think we're still on, yeah, limited conscription. All right, yeah, we got a bit more of Turkey here. I'm slowly building up and waiting for the next big war to take advantage of. Who will break this Cold War? Okay, now I got a bit of Iraq and even more Turkey here. Oh wait, did the next big war happen? Yes, the anti-Bolshevik Accord has declared war on the Allies. We might be able to take advantage of this, guys. Wait, where did all of our generals go? Are these 2 events related? Why did they go away from us? We're not even at war with the British yet. This game just doesn't want me to be happy, man. Actually, we just have, I don't know why, we just have a war going against Iran. I mean, I appreciate it, I guess. It's probably from one of my focuses. Holy shit, that's a lot of divisions that they have piled on here. There are already 2 United States divisions. How'd they even get here? It's landlocked. Before one of you brings up the fucking sea here, you can't do anything in HOI4 with the sea, alright? You know this. Caspian Sea is not a thing in HOI4. It doesn't exist. And I'm pretty sure, wait, why is the Russian Federation's in the Allies? Okay, that makes things a bit harder. We're gonna have to release some puppets. Alright, release India and Russia, and I guess here goes nothing. And we're gonna join the anti-Bolshevik Accord immediately here. God damn, that's a lot of divisions. Then again, if we get rid of this encirclement, that's a lot of dead people. Alright, Iran has capitulated, so now these troops have no more supply because you don't have the capital anymore. Now please kill them. Thank you very much. Okay, great. Also, why are we still paying taxes? We're at war with the British. Why would we be paying taxes to them? Alright, and British Iraq has also died. And Romania has capitulated. I guess they were part of their own faction. Alright, I annexed like half of Romania there. Good addition to the East India Company. Next, we're gonna save Italy because they're about to die. We're doing little funny encirclements of the Italian invasion force here. And now we're pushing into France, I believe. We should be able to kill them very quickly. It is France, after all. Okay, never mind. This front is holding very steady. I think it's because they have air supremacy. We're gonna move this army somewhere else, maybe? I feel like, okay, we can push through Poland. I think we can push through the south and kill Poland, like, straight up. And we're about to capture Warsaw. That's good, that's good. I think they're the Commonwealth, so they probably also core Belarus, right? Yeah. Okay, I came back the next day because I felt like I was gonna lose my mind, and yeah, we're pushing into Poland, and I think we're gonna try to do a little encirclement by pushing this way, probably. And there's an encirclement of Polish divisions there, that's good. And we're gonna try to make another encirclement over here, I suppose. And yeah, another encirclement over here in Europe. I wonder how many people they're at now. Oh, they're at 19 to 31 million people. Okay, we're making progress. Delightful. I think we should also kill Greece right now. This seems like, my goodness, this is a death front. This front may look dire, but with unlimited casts, we can push through anything, is what I would say, but we do seem to be struggling. Holy shit, this is actually like hell to the eyes too. This is probably not healthy to look at. If I showed this to my optometrist, they would probably be like, yeah, maybe don't look at things like this. And look at that, natural encirclements up there. That's good, that's good. If we could clear out these, like, I don't know, 70 divisions here, that would also be nice, I think, you know? Casual, like, 700,000 people that we can kill there. And another crisp 12 divisions dying there, and Greece has also died. Poland is coming back, but that's no problem. We can re-kill them in a bit. And another naval invasion there. When will they learn? When will they learn? Probably never. And we've crushed them again. We could probably crush this pocket as well, really. I don't know why that exists. Actually, this seems remarkably empty. Imagine if we could just cut through Poland like this. That'd be kind of funny. I'll try that out. Another casual encirclement of a few dozen divisions here. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed, but there are a lot of them, so they're still very dangerous. Actually, if we can encircle this pocket over here, that's going to be very, very big. That's a lot of people. That's going to be like 0.1% of their army. That's really good. And another encirclement to put on the Reddit here. Take your screenshots, take your screenshots. One at a time, one at a time. So many divisions about to die once again because of a futile naval invasion. They broke through our garrisons, our naval garrisons, by the way, to get to this point just to die. Look at all these Canadian lives about to be lost. 71 whole divisions dead. We're also going to try to push into France again before they immediately stop us. So it seems that losing hundreds and hundreds of divisions is kind of getting to them because they are not defending France as well as they used to. Oh my goodness. And we should probably also send some naval garrisons to Piedmont before that's naval invaded. Paris has fallen. There we go. And the game has frozen. I don't know why. Oh, it's because France called Rwanda in. Okay, yeah, that is a big deal. And France has mostly died. I don't know if they capitulated or not. I didn't see the notification. Once we reunite these two fronts, the AI is also going to understand maybe we should guard this front as well. And so we're going to try to reunite these two fronts to do a little encirclement as well here. Belgium has also capitulated. And France has capitulated. There we go. Now all these troops are encircled. The problem is this is kind of like Maginot Line, so it's kind of going to be impossible to take them out. And now these are famous last words, but I think my allies do have this front somewhat covered. So we're going to switch the second army to an attacking army, maybe to push back into Poland. I'm thinking we clear out the east, because Russia is kind of a pain in the ass, and getting all their divisions out of the war does seem like a good move. The Netherlands have also capitulated. That's good to see. Luxembourg has also capitulated. Their kingpin, that's also really good. And we just have to keep pushing like nothing matters. And we've taken Wilhelmshaven, and that's a lot of dead divisions once again. Holy shit. Right now, millions of mothers across the world are telling their children that if they don't eat their vegetables, the East India Company is coming for them. And honestly, that is quite terrifying. I'd piss my pants and eat my vegetables as well. And the Kingdom of Portugal, I guess they weren't in the Allies. I mean, we didn't really fight them apparently, so I don't really care. I guess we can take Portuguese Timor though, sure, whatever. Alright, now Iberia has been cleared out. Greater Portugal was released, and they were added to the anti-Bolshevik Accord. Actually, maybe an interesting thing, we could start making our naval bombers. I'll get into that. I'll start investing into those, actually. It might be funny to just sink their entire fleets with planes. Okay, we don't seem to be able to push here very easily, even with unlimited cast. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, I've learned like a lot of things throughout my life, and one of them is that if you can't push through a front, slaughter the Polish instead. It's an old lesson passed down in my family for generations. Now we're about to take Warsaw for a third time. Third time's the charm, as they say. We're gonna try to kill Poland this time. I think we've bullied them enough, to be honest. Okay, and you know what I said about the Middle Eastern front? Yeah, okay, yeah, it came back to bite me. True. This is a bit sad to an extent. They had a lot of troops piled on. I thought that I could leave it alone for a few seconds. It seems like I was wrong. A whole ass Iran came back into the world. That's not supposed to happen, I don't think. Alright, the Commonwealth of Socialist Republics has died. That's good. One step closer to getting out of this prison of a campaign. Keep pushing into Russian territory. We're already on the doorstep of Moscow. That's good, that's good. Keep going. Okay, I bought some of Ukraine here just for shits and giggles. And because I have way too many taxable civilian factories. Oh, we're gonna run out of fuel now. Okay, that might be a problem. The Soviet Union has a lot of fuel. Oh, it's because they have Baku, isn't it? Can we buy Baku from him? Probably not. No, it's our capital state. We might have to do a special military operation in the Soviet Union to take their oil. 215 days to justify on the Soviet Union. Let's do it. For now, I guess we can trade for some of it. I don't think we're going to be able to replenish our oil. We can probably stall for time. The board of directors angered by Soviet posturing. You know it's bad when you've pissed off the CEOs of the East India Company. And yeah, we're going to run out of oil in 4 days. The situation is dire, folks. And yeah, I was not paying attention to civilian factories, so now we got taxed so hard. We have so many consumer goods factories. We might have to take the greater London area just so that we don't have to pay taxes anymore. Like, I'm not too keen on killing the British just yet because the Allies are going to start naval invading the shit out of it, but still, I'm going to have to do something about these taxes. Although I have no oil, I don't know how our planes are going to fly. This is actually going to be kind of tough. Taxes are stressing me out in the game and in real life. This is hell. Also, they're resurging out of the Maginot again, so we're going to have to suppress this. We need to build transport planes real quick. All right, the situation here is dire as fuck. They're pushing so well. I actually have no idea how they're pushing. And you just know the British Isles are going to be guarded to high hell just because they want to keep taxing our asses. All right, we have 50 transport planes. I have a paratrooper template ready. No taxes. Here I come. I mean, Paradox did do one thing right. They made paying taxes in the game as miserable as, you know, paying them in real life. So that's actually a very nice touch of realism. All right, let's prepare to pair drop the UK now here. All right, all I can really say is good luck, I guess. Oh my fucking goodness. Right, terrible start. Alright, landing somewhat successful. That's good, that's good. Alright, greater London area, here we come. Come on, no taxes, no tax. It's right there. The no taxes is right there. Holy shit, 8,000 planes in the air? I mean, I guess that makes sense. It is the UK, but what? They really want to keep taxing us. Holy shit, we're pushing into the north, but the greater London area, they're not letting go. They want to tax us to death. And also, our lack of fuel is probably not helping at all here as well. But come on, we must persevere. We cannot let them keep taxing us. Like, the sad thing is the UK will literally keel over and die before letting go of their taxes. Genuinely, this is so sad. I've never had the UK fight this much. Like, you can look at all my other videos. They've never fought this hard over the London area. They know. They actually have a mind of their own. What is wrong with them? Oh, now they're naval invading us. Classic. Genuinely a classic. A British classic, akin to, like, Sherlock Holmes. All right, all of Northern England has been taken. It's literally just the South. The South is refusing to fall. This country's sacrificing all it has to make us pay our taxes. It's beautiful in their way, their dedication to their taxes, but it's also very annoying and I want them to die, like now. It can't last forever. UK, you can't last forever. We have unlimited people. We are India. Grab London. Grab London. I don't care about the... Yes! 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 No more taxes. No more taxes. Put an end to the taxes. Fuck you. Stupid ass tax country. How about you tax my, my ass? Am I right, guy? Let's get rid of this naval invasion and then we're gonna deal with, whatever's going on here. And our justification on Soviet Union's done. Unfortunately, we're not really in a position to be invading them right now. We'll get our oil through other means. That's whatever. Oh, holy shit. We garrisoned that island to shit, but I guess it doesn't matter. It never matters. Okay, great. Whatever. At least we don't have to pay taxes anymore. It's so annoying. We can just retake it later. What a fucking pain. Man, poor garrisons really are useless against the Allies. They always find a way in, no matter what. We'll try to rescue these stranded divisions here. India and Russia is producing steel, but no possible trade route can be found. I have a pretty good idea. How about they just send it through here and oh, look at that. That's us. And then they can just send the steel to our factories. Yeah, it's kind of a complicated route, but I think, I don't know, you can figure it out, I think. All right, we've rescued these stranded divisions, small encirclement up there. All right, Iran has capitulated. Emirate of Transjordan's also dead. And we've taken Jerusalem. That's pretty good for the company. That's pretty marketable that we have the Holy Land. That's nice. We can put that in like a bunch of ads. Like, you know, opium from the Holy Land. Imagine that. People would eat that up. British Iraq is dead once again. And our connection to Europe is once again secured, meaning we have all the resources we need once again. All right, next we're gonna kill off like this snake here. Wait, I'm gonna try to visualize it a bit better. Yeah, there's like this disgusting naval invasion that's stretching out like this, but they don't realize that if I just take these ports, they're kind of done. And I think resistance in Poland is getting quite strong. So yeah, we can't really have that. I mean, we are kind of an oppressive company, so I would put them on martial law, but the funnier thing would be harsh quotas. So Poland specifically is gonna be put on harsh quotas because they cannot behave. All right, and now big encirclement of this disgusting little snake here. All right, let's check how many deaths are at. They're at 56 million deaths. Let's see how much that number changes. Alright, we cleared like most of the encirclement. Let's see. There are 59 million deaths. Wow. 3 million people, just like that. Alright, now we're gonna try to take Bucharino by pushing in from the south here. Alright, I bought some of Ukraine here, so now we have another pathway to invade Russia. And the German Republic has finally capitulated. Our allies have finally done something. I'm very proud of them. And big encirclement in the Russian Federation here. Let's just destroy it and take Bucharino already. Alright, Bucharino falls. Let's finish the rest of these divisions. Alright, and I just bought Istanbul, so now I have more of Turkey. I bought some of Hungary as well. Oh yes, the Russian Federation is dead. Big win. The tide is turning. Alright, we're starting to run out of manpower. I think it's time to core Chongqing. It is going to give us 40% consumer goods for 240 days, but it'll be worth it because we'll have like 50 million more people to work with. Alright, we're pushing into Denmark, and we have a big surroundment here. All these divisions will hopefully die in the next few seconds. Alright, we taken Hamburg, so yeah, all these divisions are done. Oh, more divisions are about to get trapped. What is that, like 60 divisions? That's so good. There we go. Denmark is gone. And now we're beginning to naval invade them. How's them apples, huh? How does it feel? Okay, and then we get mutinies. All right, great. All right. Way to ruin the mood. Norway has capitulated. Hallelujah. And now that we've taken Sundsvall, I think this is one big encirclement, so I guess we'll try to finish it off. All right, next I'm going to take out these naval invasions, and I'm going to invade the UK again. And then after that, I think we can invade the US through this little thing in Chile and Bolivia here. It's probably possible. It's just going to take centuries. Oh, so many lives lost on their end. We're gonna train up our divisions real quick, and also we have a support equipment deficit, so I'm just gonna sit here looking at my phone and hopefully nothing bad happens. All right, let's land in the UK, please. Alright, landing successful. We will kill them a second time. This time it's not even to get rid of taxes. This is an invasion born of pure hatred. And yeah, all those divisions that the US piled in that one place for some reason are gonna die now. Alright, UK has died again. We're gonna invade the United States now, so better build a bunch of airports here. Because God knows Cass is the only thing keeping us going right now. Alright, and I guess we can just take over the faction. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, of course. Alright, now we're gonna go from partial mob to war economy in the holy year of 1954. Yes, John Parker, I have played Blox Fruits on the line. What is this man yapping about? Alright, our troops got to South America. Start pushing. Encirclements. So what's new at this point? Le funny encirclements. Le Reddit. We're pushing into Brazil. We took all of their big cities. Only like 10 more countries to go. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to declare war on Colombia. What? What? I covered the entire fucking island. How do you always return from the fucking dead? No one fucking cares about you. Whatever, I'm killing them less. I can't. Alright, second Brazilian Republic has capitulated. Hallelujah. Great. I'm so happy. Ha 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 ha. Now it's time for Amazon front hell, where I can't tell where the front start and end, so I want to end it all. Alright, declare war on Colombia. They're gonna join the Allies. Okay, so instead of joining the Allies, Colombia decided to make a genius move and join in a faction with Equatorial Guinea, so we're gonna be able to kill them more easily. That's good. Thank you, Colombia, for being absolutely brain dead. Alright, Colombian Socialist Republic has capitulated. Yeah, we're just gonna annex their entire faction because that's what we do. Our justification on Panama's done. War. It's time for war. And I'm already justifying on Nicaragua, so that's gonna be cool when we invade them in like 100 days. Alright, so Italy sold me Venice and I got like a lot of the Balkans. I hope they're happy with this transaction. Yeah, I got a bit more European land here. The East India Company expands every day. Oh, look at these disgusting borders. See, this is what boredom does to a motherfucker. I've been waiting on the justification on Nicaragua for so long. I've been buying just random German provinces, and now I've split it into two. Oh wait, the Soviet Union declared war on us? Oh, look at that. Italy, deal with this, please. Don't mind me, I'm just purchasing Switzerland right now. Alright, well, we've taken Baku. I don't know what else they have, really. Oh, I see what happened. So Soviet Union must have guaranteed Panama because now they're in the same peace deal. Fair enough, I guess, but very stupid decision on their part. Alright, justification against Nicaragua is done. This is the last justification we need to do. Alright, invade the United States now. Our troops may be fighting in North America, but I'm out here grinding on business deals. And by business deals, I mean getting my allies to sell me all of their land. And Mexico has capitulated. Not that I would know. I'm looking in Europe still. Yeah, they have capitulated. That's a capitulation right there. That's one of the capitulations of all time. Yep. And the United States should be done soon enough, I think. You know, the East India Company is really a lesson of if you harass people enough, you can get what you want. Because I've asked like 5 times for Munich, they didn't give it to me, but on the 6th time, they finally folded. All right, paradrop on the UK. 3rd time we're doing this shit. Okay, United States has capitulated, and if God wills it, UK will die very soon as well. I'm almost free. Oh, my former overlord, you refuse to live with your failures, and where did that bring you? Back to me. Back to fucking the East India Company, and there we go. The war is over. 53% of the war score. Thank God. All right, peace deal is over. We are, of course, number 1. I own all of this. I took all of this. I took all of Indonesia. And now something funny we're gonna do is we're going to kill Italy, and it's gonna be very easy because we literally stole all of their goddamn land. Italy owns a bit too much around the world, and it kind of disrupts our business, so we're gonna have to take care of them, I'm afraid. The board of directors has willed it so. Let's kick Italy from the faction, and let's justify on them for the crime of, I don't know, to be honest, being communist, I guess. I mean, we do have a whole thing in our focus tree about communism, you know, crush the anathema, where you get war goals on literally every communist country on earth. Because, you know, communism is the opposite of capitalism, and we like capitalism. But yes, Italy, the board of directors has decided that your existence is no longer needed on this planet. All right, truce with Italy is over. Die. All right, we've taken Napoli, we've taken Rome. Now we just have to take Palermo, and it's pretty much over. All right, well, we've taken Palermo, and they have not capitulated. And we have to kill Campuchea, Italy, and France. Do we have to? Do we have to do this? I suppose we will if we're obligated. Oh, and Tripoli is a core state for some reason. Well, I guess we'll have to take Tripoli then. All right, we're making our way to Tripoli. I'm kind of too lazy to make like actual fronts and stuff, so I'm kind of just improvising. The people that have to die right now are Campuchea and Italy. So once we get to Tripoli, and once they stop fucking around in Cambodia over here, we should be good. Campuchea is dead. Great, great, great. There will be no Pol Pot around my East India Company. Is anyone in Tripoli? Please be no. Please be no people in Tripoli. I beg of you. Thank you. Oh, it's so slow. Please. Oh, someone's gonna walk into it. You just know someone's gonna walk into it. Is the war over? Thank you very much. All right, great, 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 great. All right, you know how it is. War over. Company big. Whoa. All right, well, that was a good video. See ya. I'm just gonna buy a few more places, and I'm probably gonna end the video. There's nothing else to do. I killed everybody. All right, and this is all I can buy. I mean, I can obviously buy more stuff, but I'm too lazy to wait for the cooldown when they refuse. So this is the borders we're gonna end with. Yeah, overall, very, 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 very strong, formidable nation. As you can imagine, you can just buy shit. You can also technically just core the entire world. It's just that it takes 40% consumer goods factory factor, and also takes 240 days. But yeah, of course, if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, press the funny red button, and remember, don't pay your taxes, and good night. Hello, Post Enemy here. Thank you for watching another video. Yeah, this is a video. I think this can be considered a video. And as always, thank you to all YouTube members. Your support is greatly appreciated. And thank you to patrons Raby New, Nicholas Green, Lars, Von Caver, Pengaroom, Yo-Yo, Liliarius, Leo McConnor, Rober, and Girafka. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.